This is Ray the Bearman. I'm going to speak a bit about autism, and I'm also speaking on behalf of others that are autistic. When I was a kid, I was picked on, ridiculed, made fun of, and that's normal. Years later, I learned about sensory learning. So basically, I went through several years of my life, going to school, grade school, high school, college, and just dealing with the stigma, knowing that something was missing. I didn't know what it was, but it seemed like something was missing. So I always managed to keep a job, and then of course I drank a lot, so then I got help for that, and I got sober, but then something was still missing, like there was this hole, there was this void. So it goes back to this sensory learning, which is light, motion, and sound, no drugs, and that was offered through Centura Health for free. And then of course Aspen Point was trying to get in and get payment for my treatment when I was no longer a client of Aspen Point. Then let me fast forward. Aspen Point was trying to plan an event, and they wanted me to endorse it through the new flood page. Let me go up here. Let me see if the mouse works here. Okay, they wanted me to endorse an event so that Aspen Point would once again receive another grant. There's been issues with Aspen Point triple billing, and I would see it. This is the computer back here is a Medicaid, Medicare billing computer. It's a Windows. They use Windows 7, and it's also got an XP operating system, virtual operating system for what's called Metasoft. Again, it's called Metasoft, which is billing software for Medicaid and Medicare. When Aspen Point, let's go back to the Mac. When Aspen Point was triple billing people, I had to raise an issue. There used to be formerly Pikes Peak Mental Health Center, or PPMHC. So, hey, I could be partial autistic, which they say I still am. In fact, these guys had me listed as a real basket case. In spite of that, I could still run a flood page. The neighbors don't care. The thing that hurt was the Business of Art Center, or the 515, was vandalized. I donated a couple of computers. Nobody else followed through, so I went to my home and gave them my main computer and donated it to them as well as to others. And I became a volunteer. And so, since the Aspen Point and we had a dispute over this event about the date, the time, the rental of the venue, and of the citizens that I notified through Fox 21, they went ahead and called the 515 and said, Ray said this, Ray said that. As a result, I lost my job, my volunteer job at the 515. That job was more important to me than my paid job. My paid job is working on Mac computers, subcontracting for Volca Research, working on Centura Health machines, and then the one in the back is one for the Gazette, and then also a few other machines for the independent newspaper, or known as csindy.com. So basically, I do the best I can with what I have, so I don't get down on myself. But when I show up at this place here, and they say, oh, I keep hearing people say that you're still a volunteer. Well, maybe I told them a few months ago, which I did. That's before I lost my status, before Aspen Point raised hell. So, as a result, see, the few people at Aspen Point caused a lot of damage to me. So I lost my most important job, So, I'm trying not to cry so much in front of the camera, but I have a job that pays bills. It pays my health insurance. I have to pay my own health insurance every month, child support every month. But this volunteer position made, it's like they gave me a chance. Okay, here I am autistic. They gave me a chance, and it's like I lost that, So basically, I can look forward to my assets. I started this flood page. Bud Ford is the other admin. But, you know, the post reaches an average of over 200 per day. The other page has thousands, okay? But, you know, this is for people locally and near Fountain Creek, including Green Mountain Falls and random people that need help. And they send me messages, and I give them the right direction, just like I kind of did with the animals during the Waldo fire. So I try to help people. I try to have a big heart, but so I'm not going to let the autism get me down. People are going to ridicule. People are going to say things, but you know, just this thing when I went into this place, and it was like reliving my childhood. When somebody who worked there said, "We like you as a customer, but just don't ever say you're a volunteer, and I don't want to hear you're a volunteer because we're going to ask you to not come back." You know, that hurt. So I did the best I can. I still have a loving heart. So basically, I'm going to get back to work. Well, actually, we're going to hike first and then eat some pizza that we bought at Papa Murphy's on the west side. And thanks, Carrie, for such a good pizza, family size. Ooh, yep, over and out.